So what we are doing, so today is our first class. This is for engineering graphics, 12th standard, right? So first topic is isometric projection. Now in 11th standard, you people have studied isometric view. And now you're going to study isometric projection. So first, what is the difference between these two things? Isometric view, isometric projection. So now in 12th standard, you have only isometric projection. In 11th, you had isometric view. So what is isometric projection? First, we need to see that and how it is different from isometric view. See, I'll give you one example. Let's say I'll ask you, draw isometric view. And I'll give you one block. I'll give you one block like this. Let's say this is 50, 50, 50, right? So what I will do, I will draw cube like this, 50, 50, 50, where I will take this side 50, this side 50, this side 50. So what I have done isometric view. I have taken two views, I have taken the same dimension and I have done this. Now when they say draw isometric projection, that time what will change? So when they say draw using isometric projection, that time you have to use isometric scale. So we have one scale like this, one is 30 degree, one is 45 degree, right? And now what I need to do, I need to mark 50 on this. I'm just showing you a rough calculation right now, then I'll show you fair. So you mark 50 on that and you draw a vertical line. So whatever distance you will get, now if this is 50, this will be less than 50. So now when you draw box, right? So that time what will happen? Let's say this distance is x. So you will cut x over here. See, this is x. This portion is x on 30 degree line. Whatever we have that distance now, we'll take that distance and I will cut it over here. I'll cut it over here. I'll cut it over here. And I will draw. Wait, I'll just take pencil. So we'll get this kind of a box. And if you see this box, this box will be slightly smaller, approximately 20% smaller than this box. So this is called isometric projection. Right? Why we do this? This is with original dimension. This is with reduced dimension. So the basic difference nobody knows up till now. If you go through the entire YouTube or any teacher, whomsoever you'll ask, nobody will tell you what is the difference, why we do this. Okay, so now I'm explaining you why we are doing this, why we are using isometric view and isometric projection. Okay, where we use isometric view, where dimensions, right? Dimensions are important. And where we use isometric projection, where views are important, like size and shape. When size is important, that time we use isometric view. When shape is important, that time we use isometric projection. But what it is like this? So I'll give you one simple example. Let's say I'm an interior designer and I have to make one gold pot, right? Something like this. I have to create, right? So I got an order and I have to do this pot. So the person who has the person who has given me the order, he will ask me to show it to me how it will appear on the paper. So what I will do, I will draw that pot. whatever, let's say this box, right? Let's say he wants one gold box. So I will draw the box and I will show it to him that, sir, it will look like this. Okay. And when I will give him an actual 3D object, right? That time, that box will look slightly smaller than what it was I have drawn. Understood? So there is a confusion when you are drawing 3D on paper and when you see 3D on in real life. There is a difference. There is a huge difference. Are you understanding? So when I'm saying that, okay, I'll give you a box like this, I will draw with the same shape, size, and everything. But when I will say in reality, it will appear to me slightly smaller, approximately 20% smaller. So what that person will doubt me. He will say that, okay, you have showed me something, but now you are giving me something else. But he's not realizing that I'm showing him this on 2D paper and what he will see in 3D, right? This is the easiest way I can explain that what you are doing, you are showing on 2D paper, the 3D object on 2D paper, and you are seeing 3D in real world. So there will be a difference. So that difference we manage by drawing isometric projection. So that means now, let's say if my job is to give a object, proper object, right, where shape is important, how it should look and all is important. So that time I will go for isometric projection. But when I will go for some mechanical thing where I know shape is not important, size is important, so that time I will go for isometric view. You, all of you understood what I'm, whatever I have explained up till now? So whenever size is important, that time you go for isometric view. Whenever shape is important, that time you go for isometric projection. So whenever you are dealing with a real object where shape is very important, so that time you draw isometric projection. So they have so they have done this method. So whatever you will draw with this and whatever you will see in actual real life will appear same. Got it? So whenever you have to give shape wise any object, so that time you always go with isometric scale. Okay. So always remember, whenever they say isometric view, that time you have to take original dimensions. And whenever they say isometric projection, that time you have to take reduced dimension, which is by taking isometric scale. Now I will teach you how to draw that isometric scale. In CBSE, they will always ask you for 4 marks, 4 to 5 marks. Always one question will be always there, that how to draw isometric scale. Okay, so we'll draw that. Let me put this. So how to draw isometric scale? So I'm drawing one line and I have to draw 30 degrees. I hope all of you can see this. Wait. Yeah. Okay. So first we will draw 30 degree. Then we'll take 45 degree. This is how you will draw scale. Now, generally they won't say how long they want scale, right? Very rarely they will ask. They will say draw a scale, let's say for 50 millimeter. Let's assume that they've asked us to draw scale for 50 mm. So what I will do, on this line, I will mark 5 centimeter. It will be always in mm. So I will mark 10, 10, 10, 10 each. Now what I will do, if you see your NCERT textbook, right? So I hope if you, I think it is there in your this thing on your mobile. So you can take a printout. 0, write 10, 20, 30, 40. See, this is how I will write. And I will write 10 over here. So this total is 50. Got it? So when they will say draw a scale for 50 mm long line, right? So remember, you take 0 to 40 and 10. Instead of 50, if they will say 45, then also I will do this, because it will be always in multiple of 10. So, for first we will deal with this only. First we are drawing normal 50 mm line. So you take 5, you take 0 to 40 and 10. Then what you do? From here, you draw vertical line. Got it? So this is what we have done. And now this 0 to 10 is there, right? So that also you divide into 10 parts. So what you do? You mark 1, 1 each. Now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It will be very small, and I'm doing with pen. So it will be too much this thing. But remember, you need to draw 10 vertical lines like this. Okay, when you draw, we have a photo in the book so that you can refer. So this way it will, this way we have to draw. Now this is true length. We have to write in capital, and if possible, draw guideline. What do you mean by guideline? You draw two parallel lines and you write true length, right? Then this length, the lower one, is isometric length. Got it? Now this is 0. Lower one is also 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. Right? Now, see, now we have done this, but now generally they say scale. So generally we have a scale with a thickness, right? So we'll give width. So now this is 30. So what you do? So you draw 60. Remember this. This is 30. So this line I will draw at 60. I will draw 5 mm. Same way from here also I will draw 5 mm. And then I will draw this. Then what you do? Wherever is this, you project down. See this with 60 degree. Remember this. This is important. Many people, they make an error. And then you project this, all this 10 division also. Right now I'm just doing it rough. But remember, you have to draw 10 lines. So this, what I've written now, that you write here. Yes, tell me. Yeah.
Below that 10 mark, it always has to be only a 5 millimeter line. Even if the scale is a bit longer.
This one?
Yeah.
This you can take whatever you want. So I have taken 5 millimeter. You can take 10 millimeter, 15 millimeter, whatever you want. That's not an issue. Okay. So instead of writing 10, 20, 30 up, you write it over here. So now this is the proper scale, right? Now what we need to do? So now we are done with isometric length, true length. This is isometric scale. Okay. Now, few things which we need to do is we need to show all this angle. So wait, I'll do it with pencil. 30-degree. 45-degree. This we need to show. And we need to show this vertical line. And we have to show that this is perpendicular. So this is our scale, isometric scale. Right? This you can write mm if you want to write. Otherwise, it's okay. Everyone knows that everything is in millimeters. So this is your isometric scale. So this you need to draw for 4 marks. So make sure that how it's given in NCERT, you draw ditto same. And most of the people, they go wrong here. See, they don't have an issue in taking 30, but this, they have to draw 60. Remember this. This you make sure that you take 60 degree. So then you will get it properly, you know. So this, I guess you people should practice this. I hope all of you understood. Any doubt in this? Okay. So this is how.
So that 45 degree can be, we can take it from the protector, right?
Yes,
we don't
yes,
have
yes.
to make it
Yes,
from the
yes, yes. Protractor also you can take, or you can use a set square. Now we have this set square. So this angle is 45 degree and this angle is 30. So you can use a set square or protractor, whatever you are comfortable with. Okay. But a set square will be easier, you know, it will be time saving method kind of a thing. Protractor will take for a time. Or maybe I'm so much used to set square, so maybe so I may be biased also, though, you know, it depends upon your practice. Now what we will do, now we'll see one sum, very first sum. Here they have given, I'll just read out the sum. Wait, it's prism. So now what we are going to study, we are going to study prism, pyramid, cylinder, and cone. We don't have frustum right now for you people. And sphere. Sphere and hemisphere also, we will go through it. So right now, first we'll do prism, right? So we'll start with the square. Now what they've given, a hexagonal prism. So I'll just read out the sum. So they have said a hexagonal prism of side 30 mm. First sum, hexagonal prism. Side is how much? 30. Hexagonal prism of side 30 and height 60. Height is how much? Sorry, 70. Is resting on its base on HP. Resting on HP. See, whenever they say resting on HP, it is resting on floor with two of its base sides parallel to VP. With two sides parallel to VP. So last year you people have studied projection of solids. I'll just revise. This is what it means by HPVP. This is horizontal plane and this is vertical plane. Now they are saying there is an hexagonal prism which is resting on horizontal plane with two sides parallel to VP. So that means they are saying that there is one hexagonal prism like this which is resting on horizontal plane and these two sides are parallel to VP. So if you want to visualize in 3 dimension, it is like this, right? So hexagonal prism resting on its base like this and with two sides parallel to VP. Now if I want to draw it in orthographic, how will I draw? I will draw like this. I will draw hexagon like this and front view like this. Am I right? So now if you see two sides parallel to VP. So two sides parallel to VP. And I've said what is VP is nothing but XY line. So two sides are parallel to XY. Right? Got it? And in this they can say that axis is perpendicular to HP. It is resting on HP with axis perpendicular to HP. That they can add. Then it's a complete sum. Right now I feel it's a little bit incomplete. But since it's an NCRT, I should keep my mouth shut. Otherwise they will do a case against me. So hexagonal prism side 30 and height 70 is resting on horizontal plane with axis perpendicular to HP that you can add if you want to add with two sides parallel to VP. That means two sides are parallel to XY. So what we need to do, we need to draw a hexagon with side 30. Now remember what we need to do first. First we need to prepare this scale. And how long you will prepare? It should be 70. So what you should do, Okay, I'll show you how to go about it. So I will draw one line. This is how I will be doing it. I will draw. I'll draw 30. Then I'll draw 45.
Sir, for every question we'll have to draw the isometric scale again and again.
Yes. That's why they are giving you so many marks. But you have to do it only, I think, twice or thrice, because generally they give question 1, 2, 3. So it is subpart 2A, 2B. So there are few teachers where they are very rigid. They are like, no, we want different scale. So that's the issue. So now 70. So what I will do from here, I will mark 70. I'll mark 10, 10 each. Got it? And see, when you're drawing it for question, that time you draw a scale like this. You don't do that width and all. So that means when you are drawing it for 4 marks, that time you show all this. When you're doing it for your sum, you just show it like this and you show 10, 20. That means they will know that, okay, you know how to do this, right? You can write that. Writing part we'll do it later on. Now I want 70. So I will take this 70. Understood? From here to here, I will take this 70. And now if I want 30, then I will take 20 plus 10. See, you can take 20 plus 10 also, or you can take 0 to 30, whatever you feel comfortable. Either you take 0 to 30 or you take 20 plus 10. So what I will do, first I will draw this helping diagram. This is called helping diagram. And in this, even if you don't draw front view, that is fine, but top view we need to draw. So I need to draw hexagon first. So what I'll do, I will draw one horizontal line. Then I will take this distance, 30. So I will take from here to here. See this, I'm taking 20 to 10. 20, 10, I'm taking that and I will cut it over here. Got it? Then what I will do, see why I'm doing this, so you people will know how you're supposed to do such kind of sums. So you draw hexagon like this, but if you see which dimensions I have taken, I haven't taken 30 original, I have taken isometric 30. All of you got this because we are doing isometric projection. So remember, you don't have to take original 30, you have to take isometric 30 and you draw hexagon.
So while making isometric scale, is it important to have this is it important to make arcs like 10 millimeter?
That you have to show. Okay, so what I did, I completed hexagon. Now I'll complete. I will draw it like this. Got it? And what I will name, see, the hexagon will have naming like, okay, hexagon will have naming like A, B, C, D, E, F, right? And this square box I will write as 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Now I don't have a place over here, otherwise I can draw hexagon also with the height 70, with this height from 10 to 60, this, the one which we have on 30 degree, we'll take that distance and we'll mark, right? But right now I'm not drawing it because it's easy. Everyone knows how the front view will look like. So what I'm doing, I'm drawing isometric. I'm taking 30, 30. This is light, so don't worry. Now after this, I have to draw like this, right? This way. Two sides are parallel to VP and I'm seeing it from here. Observer is here. You have to show observer 30 degree. You have to show line arrow. So I'm just showing that observer is watching it from here. Now I will take 1 to 2 and I will cut here. See this. I'll take 1 to 2 and I'll cut here. Understood?
So what you just draw was a helping figure.
Yeah, this is helping figure. This will carry 2 marks, 1 or 2 marks. Then you take 1 to 2 and you cut here. Then you take 1 to 4 and you cut here, right? Now if you see height, see there is a height also. Now how much is the height? Height is 70. So how will I take 70? I will take from 10 to 60. And from here I will cut like this. I have cut height also. Now what I will do? Again I will draw 30, 30. So it's a request that in this week at least you people draw whatever I'm doing. Just draw it once again so you'll get used to it, how to go about it. Otherwise, one day before the exam, doing everything will be like crazy. So please do practice regularly. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. See the same thing I got. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what should I do? I'll take now 1 to A. And I'll cut from here. So I got A. Then I'll take 2 to B. And from here I'll cut here. Got it? You don't have to be in hurry. A, B we got. Now take 2 to C. Then this distance is there. Then take 3 to D. Got it? Always remember, I'm taking dimensions from 1 to 3. I'm not taking B to C, C to D. I'm not taking any inclined distance. I'm taking all this distance. Then take 4 to E. And then 4 to F. So we got hexagon. Now what should I do? I will join this. This you will get. This is hexagon. Now what you need to do, you need to take all these points down by 60. So we know that this box is here. So this thing will be till here. I can draw this. Now the behind, I don't know this. So I'll draw a vertical line. And I know 70, right? Like this height I know, na? So I'll take this height. And from here I'll cut. So I'll get this. And then I'll join this. So we got hexagon. Now they will say draw axis. So how will you mark axis? So to mark axis, what I will do, remember this, I will mark M and N. Like this distance is M and this distance is N. Then you will get O, right? See this. So what I'm doing, I'm taking this midpoint. Let's say this point is M, small m. So 1 to M I'm taking. And from here you cut. So you'll get that M. Then you take this line inside. Then what you do? Then you take O to M like this. And from here you cut here. So you'll get point O.
So can you explain again, how did you draw the behind line? First you made it with pencil, then you made it with, yes.
This one. First I just did vertical line. Then I took this height and I've cut over here.
Okay.
Got it? I took this height and cut over here. Then, so this M and N you have understood. I've taken 1 to M and I've cut over here. Then I've done a line over here. Then I've taken M to O and I'm cutting it over here. So I got point O. Now from point O I have to go down. How much I have to go down? 60. See, once you have taken 16, so you take with rounder only, you transfer the distance. It will be easier and faster. You got point? Let's say this is P. OP is the axis. So you draw axis like this. Now, few people, they want us to draw, I don't know whether your teacher wants to show center like this. So you show like this. Got it? This way. So this is axis. This is, you show 30 degree. You show dimension if they're same. But remember, this dimension is 30, but not original. So I'm just doing star. So you people know that this is not original dimension. This is isometric dimension. And height you show like this, 70. Understood? I'm just doing star. You don't have to do star. I'm just showing it to you so you people know that I have done using isometric scale.
So say original, we don't have to make the star.
No, you don't have to make star. I'm just doing it so you people know that I'm not using original 30. I'm using isometric 30. Earlier, people, they were getting confused. So what I used to do, I used to show them like this, that I've taken this 30 star. I've taken this 70 star.
Oh.
Right? And you want to cross check, so this will be approximately 20% less. So 30 into 0.8. So this will be somewhere around 24, 25 mm. This would be 70 into 8, somewhere around 56 mm. So that way you can cross check. But the scale is important. You should write true length and isometric length. All these things you should write.
So for the middle O also you took the same length, right?
Yeah, for middle also I took the same height, and from O to P I've cut. This is for axis, and this arrow you should show. This is direction of viewing. मैं यहाँ से देख रहा हूँ. I'm watching it from here. Got it? Any doubt in this?